Welcome again to Stephen Follows Instructions. It's the third of three for today. Hopefully the last for today. And I suppose I should have ended up here. I was going to end up here all along. Etherpad, online editor providing collaborative editing in really real time. Open source. What can I say about it? It's been around forever. Like I said, I probably should have started here, but whatever. So basically the way this works is you set up a server somewhere. There are apps for Windows and Mac that you can install, and that's how it's traditionally been used. But I took a bit of a look, and there's also websites, or you can also insert it into web pages. I think there's an example here that I can show you. Thought there was links, maybe. List of public instances. See, check this out. So this is running in my browser. It's from Wikimedia. See, and I can contribute to it. I see that the changes I made earlier, just a couple hours earlier, were removed because that's just a demo instance, right? So I got all kinds of reasons why I'm interested in this, and I won't get into that. The main question is, can I make it work? Can I actually set up collaborative editing on my own? So Etherpads for all, etc. Pay what you can. That's the kind of model I like. And I have zero intention of making money off of this, so that's, I think, the kind of thing that they like. So let's see what I can do. So we'll go back to the beginning. Etherpad Lite. Right, so here we were, and I wonder if they have a get started link or if I'll just jump to the GitHub. Collaborating in really real time. Add functionalities, customize appearance. There's the download for the installation, development workflow, etc. Okay, so I'm going to go to the GitHub. As you can see here, I've been back and forth on it a few times. So here's Etherpad Lite is the main pinned repository. So here's all the repositories, admin pads, databases, etc. Like I say, it's a strong and well-established product. Etherpad Lite was updated 5 hours ago. See, stuff like that just makes me feel good. So what do I need to do? So runs on your server under your control, which means I'm going to have to make another server, but that's fine. Eventually I'll consolidate all of these servers, but for now I'll just pay Jim Grimm lots of money. Yeah. Anyone watching? Nope, nobody's watching. So there's no point saying that. If you are watching, I'm monitoring the chat area and can see when you chat, but there's nobody here to hear that, so okay. Try it out. Okay, so here's the list of public instances. There's that one. Okay. I'm looking for maintainers and have some funding, so there's a plug. Go help them do this. Installation. Okay, so I could just run it using Docker Compose, right? Or there's requirements, or the container. See, this again, not the easiest set of instructions. So I'm not sure what they mean here. Or plugins. This is very, very terse, to say the least. Find here information on running Etherpad in a container. If you are okay downloading a pre-built image from Docker Hub, and I am. If you want to use a personalized settings file, you'll have to rebuild your image. Right. Rebuilding with custom settings, etc., etc. Let's just see if we can't build it from the Docker. Geez, it's been a while since I used Docker. So or building and running with Docker Compose. See, I've forgotten what to do after you do a Docker pull. I think it's a Docker run, or I don't remember. Okay. All right. It really has been a while since I've been working with Docker. So let's go to Reclaim Cloud and have to sign in. You think it would know me by now and be able to detect me just by the way I arrive. Log in. Okay, the payment is received. Spending money like water on these guys. I'm gonna have to check. Be careful here because I'm running way too much stuff, I think. All right, but what do I want to do? I want let's see, just a Docker box. Docker engine. Okay. Standalone Docker engine. So that should be all I need. So we'll install that. Meanwhile, while it's working, I'll just refresh myself. Okay. Pricing, blah, blah, blah. How to download and run an image from Docker. This is terrible, huh? Yeah, Docker image pull. Okay, so you do Docker image pull whatever. Then what? Things don't magically happen after that. Let's ask ChatGPT because I've just simply forgotten something fairly basic here. I'm gonna log in. Okay, that's right. This is a little joke with myself. I signed into ChatGPT with Google. All right, let's come back here to the instructions. And we'll just ask ChatGPT. There we go. Just Docker run. Okay. Etherpad's default service runs on port 9001. Good enough. All right. Are we up? Yes, we are. Okay. And oh, go away. Where is it? I don't know where it is. I don't know which one. Oh, Docker Engine CE. This must be it. Yeah. I'll just rename it right now. You see, I have two Docker Engine CEs running. See, this is why I'm spending so much money on these guys. I don't know what's running in that one. I don't know which one. Did it send me email, maybe? No. So I don't know what's running in what, but whatever. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. I'm in the middle of a video, right? Okay. So I think this is the one that I just created. Pretty sure. Unless I made two by accident. That one actually seems to be running something. So this one seems to be running nothing. So I'm going to assume this is it. I'll just name it so I don't forget. And this is the engine node. So I'll just SSH into it. Okay. Now let's Docker pull. So we'll do that. See, this is where ChatGPT is really useful. Like just stuff like that. Like I know the right answer when I see it. It's just that it's been so long. Boy, that was fast. All right, so let's try to run my container. I don't think it likes these backslashes, does it? Yeah, so yeah. Name equals Etherpad 9001. What was the third bit? Etherpad slash Etherpad. Okay. No idea what that does, but I'll put it in. Docker run. Detach. Name. Etherpad. Port 9001. 9001. What am I missing? Oh, probably that last bit. It probably wants that last bit. Etherpad. Oh, it's already in use by a container. Is it? Docker PS. I have no containers running. Why can't I remember any of this stuff? Because it's been actually a few years. Docker run etherpad / etherpad. I'll just call it ether. Port 9001, and that's all I'll do. It's the other way around. Well, I don't know what else to say. Okay. Try Docker PS and then Docker logs Etherpad. Okay. No image. Okay. Docker logs Etherpad. Alright, let's try it like this. Try that. Okay. Etherpad is running. Alright. So it was the name thing. Something to do with the name thing. Oh, you're chatty. Alright, let's try it. Localhost 9001. Or, well, it won't be localhost in this case. It'll be whatever this node is. So open a browser. And that should be nothing. Let's copy this link. Yeah, okay. Here we go. And then 9001. Secure connection failed. Of course it did. Let's try running it in something a little less secure. Edge, which looks at the concept of security and laughs. And there it is. Yeah. So I'd have to, it's because Firefox demands to be run in HTTPS mode. Okay, so this is running. And not only is it running, it's running in a web browser. So start a new pad. Okay, and all of that. And there's a chat. Import, export. Export current pad as. Okay. So I can save. That's nice. Can enter my name. Embed URL so that I can share this. Read only. Or share this with anyone. Okay. Time slider. Don't know what that does. Oh. Oh, check that out. Isn't that cool? I love that. Okay. An unnamed author. Okay, so I saw from before that I would just embed this in a web page. Just go right up to date. Using an iframe, I wonder if I can embed this specific Etherpad. So let's go back to, you may recall, my index.html page, or my start.html page. Let's not get the wrong one there. So I'll open up VS Code, File, Open Folder, and it'll just be my website folder. Websites. Down, just that'd be me. HTML, that's the folder. And so I should have a start.html. Here it is. There's the old button from the stuff that didn't work, so we'll get rid of that. And now I think I might be short at div is my problem. Base call tool, call S5. I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. No, I got all my divs in there. It's just to, let's just put a line in. All right, iframe source equals my Etherpad calls equals 80 rows equals 40. Yeah, that's a lot, but whatever. And then iGreen, iframe, and iframe. So, I mean, there's all kinds of reasons why this would not work, but let's just do that for now. And for this to work, we'll have to run it in here, so let's reload this. And there's my iframe. And we're not getting Etherpad in it. I wonder why. Let's try running this, non-secure. There we go. Press and hold Control and press F5 to reload this page. Cookie could not be found. Please allow cookies in your browser. Ah, so it wants a specific. All right. Let's then try doing it without a specific Etherpad. So we'll come back here. Oops, not here. There we go. Oh, right. It has to be in here. This one. Yeah. Oh, that's Chrome. I thought I had closed Chrome earlier. All right. Let's go to just Etherpad, plain ordinary Etherpad. We'll copy that. I don't know what that was. Oh. It's reminding me of my dentist appointment from an hour ago. All right, let's try now. We'll just put that plain URL in. Alrighty, now we'll reload the page. I'm going to try just an extra closed div on there. Don't think I need it, but I mean, okay. Now we'll load this in. It's really awkward to see. All right, we start page. HTTP. All right. Yeah, it's just so awkward down there. Nothing. Why? I think I had been, doing this. Control. Okay. Let's reload this one. There we go. New pad. Oh, it just doesn't like it. Plus, I don't know why it insists on loading way down there. Cookie could not be found. I don't understand. Enter your name. Okay. I don't know why it won't go in the right place. But okay. Let's put it on top of everything and maybe that'll make it display better. Should make it a bit more visible anyways. Okay. Let's try this. this again. That is not 80 by 40. It must be interpreting it to what? I don't know. I think it's, yeah, I bet you that was the problem. I really hate the way VS Code really tries to always put in those quotation marks for you, because if it's gonna put quotation mark, why put one and then another and your cursor after the two quotation marks? I mean, if you're gonna put both quotation marks in, then the least you could do is put the cursor between them. Still not. It's weird. Or maybe I didn't load it. Just looking it up. Width and height. These. Okay, I guess that's how it works these days. All right. All right. Fine. Width equals 1,000. Height equals 400. Let's try it like that. Maybe we'll get a decent area to work with. Oh, come on. It's getting frustrating. There we go. New iPad. Now let's go back and see. Okay, well, let's create one. Okay, an error occurred. Cannot read properties of null. Maybe ChatGPT can help me with this. Let's ask. I would this error. Yeah, it's thinking. Unhandled promise rejection. Chat always visible on our null objects. See, I'm just trying to do this quick and dirty, and I think that might be half my problem. That's my, I'm just trying to do this quick and dirty. But I mean, okay, run your image, your username / Etherpad. I wonder what this. Oh, publish. Okay. Link to your IP. The settings JSON.docker. Available date by default allows you to control stuff. Let's maybe try a search on that error. I assume I get that error here too. No, I get nothing here. So this is, I believe, Internet Explorer, or the Internet Explorer Edge. Yeah, because there's the Microsoft Wallet, which, by the way, I don't use. Is that? Oh, that's Copilot. So I don't know why this is failing. Probably the same reason it's failing in Chrome. Chrome reported an error. Okay, let's just try searching for this. La-dee-da-dee-da. Nothing. Huh. Oh, looks like it included rather more of that error than I'd had in mind. Ignore the error ID, which seems to be really specific, and we'll come back to just the generic error. Still nothing. Here we go. Okay, that's just generic. And then Etherpad. Runs inside a frame. Google has changed their cookie policy, but that's 2020. That's 4 years ago. But if we come back here, there was that second error. Cookies could not be found. Please allow cookies in your browser. Maybe because it was not secure. But none of this was a problem when I just went to it directly. And would it be a course thing? Let's get rid of all those other errors. Surely there's a way to get rid of all those errors. I'm not used to working in Google, so. Come on. How do you get rid of them? Okay, listener added for this. Support for this event type has been removed. That's a Chrome thing. DOMS subtree modified. Mutation event. Asked 13 years ago. So how's that coming up as an error now? I don't know. Console. I don't know. Blocked auto-focusing, yeah, in a cross-origin subframe. I have a feeling that's the problem. It's a cross-origin subframe. Also, it's not secure. It's running insecurely. I can fix that pretty easily. I mean, I can just run Etherpad under a downs.ca and then it's no longer cross-domain. Why don't I try that? Because it'll take too long and it's almost 5, that's why. Alright, so I should do some more reading instead of just puttering here, because I'm not really being productive this late in the day after a dentist appointment. But the main news here is Etherpad does run. I could probably run it inside an iframe as long as it was on the same domain, or if I somehow made it cores on the other domain. I don't know how to do that yet, but it should be doable. But if we look at these public instances, like look at the one on wikimedia.org. So we'll just show. Oh, you don't even see that it's in a frame, do we? No, we don't. Maybe one of the others. Board.net. Oh, right. Let's come here. New pad. Alright. This frame. Show only this frame. Right. You see, it's in Wikimedia. Well, that's kind of interesting. There's no borders, so you can't really see anything. So, yeah, I mean, I could make it work as long as it was under the same subdomain, probably. So, just want to check really quickly. Etherpad API. So, there should be, yeah. Groups, author, session, pad content. Get text, set text, append text. Perfect. Appends text to a pad. Yeah. And then all of the pad stuff. So I don't have to, use the typical interface. I can create a pad programmatically, put content in the pad, and then send people at it if I wanted. Which I will want. Which is why I'm going through all this. Okay, so to wrap up then, I did successfully install and run Etherpad on Reclaim Cloud. I'm going to kill this one because there's no point paying for it because I'm already paying Jim too much money. But I know that I can do this again if I need to. So I'll think about how to set it up so that it displays cleanly inside an iframe, which is what I want to do. And then look at the API. But all of that's separate from the simple task here of following instructions. So following the instructions such as they were, which is not great. Okay, but actually had I read all the way down to here, it would have worked. So but I didn't read all the way down to here. I stopped and said, I don't know how to do this, and then I went to ChatGPT, which sort of misled me. Okay, and so I'm going to need to get all of these, figure out all of these variables. I'll probably end up, the way I want to do this is to run this from a Docker Compose file. That'll allow me to customize it a bit more. I don't think I'll have to customize it a lot. Most of it is just making sure that I have my SSL and domain name settings set up right. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. I see I have one viewer. Oh, there he goes. Till next time, thanks for joining me on Stephen Follows Instructions.